If you've been feeling off or weird this eclipse season, know that you're not alone, especially if you have any prominent placements in Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo, aka the fixed signs. Hi, I'm Megan, astrologer, dog mom, just trying to get through it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. So I'm filming this as kind of an update because I realized the audio of my Taurus eclipse video is honestly trash. I'm super sorry about that, guys. It's super disheartening to get to the end of one and see all of my footage is like the audio's trash. I think that's a really good example of one of the kind of curveballs that eclipse season can deal you. It's just something random that you didn't really expect to have an issue with, but now you've got to deal with it. So here we are. So this is going to be an update slash continuation slash I'm gonna leave that video up because I do feel like it's a good kind of testament to the chaos randomness that's going on. But we're going to talk even more about this Taurus eclipse that's occurring on November 8th. Also, I'm going to be doing some press-on nails. Maren Altman does this style of video, but I tried to do it when doing my makeup. I ended up messing up my makeup and missing all my talking points, so it was a big fail. So we're gonna try doing press-on nails because I need to do these anyway, and I thought it'd be like a cute little chatty hangout because if you're watching this, guess what? We're friends. Hate to break it to you. So get ready to hang out, pull up a beverage. So these nails are from AliExpress. They were $2 and I love them because I don't know if you guys have gotten a full set lately, but it's truly $80, which to me is honestly insane. This lunar eclipse is going to be occurring in Taurus on Tuesday, November 8th at 6:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eclipses occur when the sun and moon are conjunct either the north or south node. In this lunar eclipse, the moon is going to be conjunct the north node in Taurus. The north node is where society is going as a collective, and the south node is kind of where we're trying to move away from. With the south node being in Scorpio, we're uncovering dark things that maybe we don't want to bring to the surface, as well as trying to get rid of these patterns where we keep re-traumatizing ourselves and moving towards that Taurus energy of comfort and home, kind of collectively. That's what the north and south nodes are, as well as you have your individual north and south node placements in your birth chart. I actually have my north and south node in Scorpio and Taurus respectively, so I'm opposite this lunar eclipse. I have been feeling so off. I told you guys that my car broke down the other week. I didn't tell you that it broke down when I was out of state at a wedding, so I had to do like a whole rescue mission for it. What is even going on this eclipse? If you have any prominent Scorpio or Taurus placements, I feel for you. I'm there. I'm sorry. You just got to get through it because it is a transformative time. A lunar eclipse is basically a full moon, but it occurs when the earth is basically blocking the sun from the moon. I'll put up a diagram. This lunar eclipse is occurring conjunct Uranus. In astrology, conjunctions are when planets are within 0 to 10-ish degrees away from each other. They're basically right on top of each other, and it's considered a harmonious or positive aspect. Whatever planets are amplifying each other's energy. So this is happening with the moon conjunct Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of breakthroughs, changes, unexpected shakeups. A little bit of background on why Uranus is considered to be a little bit eccentric. So most planets, as we know, they rotate on an axis, kind of like this, but Uranus's axis is at 98 degrees. So instead of rotating like this, it's basically rolling through the universe, and it's the only planet that does that. And when we discovered that, we were basically like, what the hell is this? Why is this planet doing this? This is so bizarre. So therefore, it's associated with breakthroughs, eccentricity. It rules Aquarius, so I mean, makes sense, right? The moon is conjunct Uranus, so that is an amplification of that sudden breakthroughs, shakeup, rebelliousness, and the moon, an emotional breakthrough or change, is the energy behind this eclipse. Moon, Uranus, and Sun are squaring Saturn. A square is considered generally a tense aspect. I like to describe the energy of Saturn as like kind of a stern father. It's the planet of responsibility and commitments. You might be revisiting or rethinking your commitments. That's why in my last video, I had one of my rituals be to get out of a commitment that doesn't align with you. You might find yourself either getting out of or breaking commitments and responsibilities over this eclipse. As the moon is associated with our emotions, lunar eclipses do tend to be an emotional breakthrough. With this eclipse especially, we want to do our best to try to use it to move us forward. instead of attaching ourselves to our old patterns. And it's that concept of inertia. Once you're settled down, once you're not moving, it's harder to get yourself moving. And normally for full moons, I recommend, hitting the bar, hitting the club, dancing. Me love to dance. This ain't it. I would sit at home, especially because this is going to be an interesting election. Sit your butt at home and watch the news. That's my tip. And this might be hard. I recommend trying to stay sober. No alcohol, no marijuana if that's your poison. Whatever your poison is, just try to stay natural and in tune with yourself, because during eclipses, especially this eclipse, our subconscious is going to come out to play. And we want to be in a state of mind that we can actually note these clues and things that are coming up. Do your best to stay sober. It might be hard depending on how the elections go either way. Full moons are illuminating and tend to highlight areas of our life that maybe we need to change or work on. That's why we do our shadow work during the full moon. So the lunar eclipse is going to be a heightened version of that. So you might find some truths, unexpected truths come out during the eclipse, maybe in the area of your relationships. Maybe you find something out that you don't love. Look to the Taurus house in your chart to see what area you can expect a breakthrough or new information in. I do advise you though, if you find anything out during the eclipse, don't act on it. Sit on it for a day or two. You might have a sudden crazy realization, want to change your whole life, which is great, but it's not the best time to take sudden action just because it's already very chaotic. So whatever you start, it might not end or come out how you want it to come out. Wait until things settle down a little bit, marinate a little bit. So I have picked out my nails and I'm gonna buff my nails just a smidge to add like more surface area for the glue to adhere to. You can do this with a Dremel, but I don't have a Dremel, so here we are. The eclipse isn't a good time to do any crazy or dramatic change. It's good to do kind of a slow fade change, but not like a crazy crashing change, because you're going to be getting some craziness from other angles. Like, you don't need to contribute to that, if that makes sense. As Taurus is an earth sign, it tends to be very grounded and it's ruled by Venus. Taurus invites us to find simplicity in things and to uncomplicate things and find sort of the simplest way. So yes, this is going to be shake up or change, but keep it simple. We love to overcomplicate things as humans, but sometimes a change can be like, if you're in an unhappy relationship, leave. If you're not happy at your job, leave. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. If a friend doesn't make you feel good, just stop seeing them. We are 100% in control of our lives. There maybe are small circumstances. You're living at home and financially dependent on someone. Maybe you don't have as much control. If you are a full-grown adult living on your own, you are the only one responsible for your life, and you're the only one responsible for your happiness, because you're the only one who has to live in this vessel on this earth. Sorry, that gets me kind of heated up. If you haven't read the book, The Success Principles, yeah, it's kind of problematic, but it has some really good concepts. So definitely check that out. I'll link it below. Eclipses are a great time to switch up these patterns that maybe we have just settled into. Believe me, my South Node is in Taurus. I like to lead a very comfortable life. I can find it very, very easy to fall back into not doing much. Sometimes you have to force yourself out of your comfort zone. Fuck, I just fucked this up. I'm using this Kiss glue. I like the nailing glue better, but it does the job. This looks like trash. I hate it when you're doing these and you get glue on the top of like a nail and then it looks kind of fucked up. You see that? Don't put too much glue on the nail because then it'll get everywhere. This eclipse on that Tuesday, really try to keep yourself grounded. Do some yoga, hold a crystal in your hand, do whatever you need to do to calm your energy. Stay cozy. That is one of the strengths of Taurus. Coziness, the feeling of at home and comfort. And if anything pops up, anything weird, just think of cute Uranus rolling along through the solar system, inviting you to think about things in a different way. It might be a little bit intense. If you don't have any fixed sign placements, I'm very jealous of you, coming from someone who has a Scorpio stellium who is like over it. Also, this eclipse is a really good time. Like, if you have a pet, hanging out with a pet, being in their energy is really grounding, because pets are so much closer to the earth than we are. I don't know if you've seen Oz. I mean, I'm sure you saw him at the start of this video. We are two peas in a pod, me and that guy. We are best friends. It's a very special relationship. If you have the means, I highly recommend having some sort of pet or something to take care of, even if it's just a plant, especially if you deal with depression and anxiety. It's really nice to have something that's outside of yourself to kind of get you out of bed in the morning. All right, and there are my finished nails. If you wear press-ons and you're not ordering them from AliExpress, what are you doing? These were $1.50. You can have a whole year's worth of manicures for less than one full set at the nail salon. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about the sound quality on my other video. I'm praying the sound quality is good on this video because I really do not want to refilm it at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all 1,500 of my friends on here. It is a crazy number. If you know me in real life, you know I have 3 friends, and they're 3 close friends, don't get me wrong, but that's just an insane amount of people. So thank you so much. I love you all. Have a wonderful eclipse. I hope you get through it, and if you have challenges, believe me, I am right there with you. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.